Well, good morning, folks. Welcome to another ice fishing video. I am at a spot that I'm pretty sure no one else knows about. Like, it's a pretty secret spot and it's got the juice. But yeah, I'm at this marina right here. It is frozen, but it's basically like slush. Like, can you guys see that? It's not even iced up, it's just slush. So we're gonna be doing a little slush fishing today for white bass, crappie, perch, and bluegill. Any kind of panfish will do, and my goal is to catch and cook some panfish out here on the dock and just have a good time. Let's get started. All right, folks. So like I said, this is a super secret spot. Ignore the 5 other people over there. And I've heard fishing's pretty good, so yeah, you see how the ice or the slush, I can literally just push through it like that. So no need for an auger. I thought the ice was gonna be a lot thicker, but it is not. So we can just kind of move some of this slush around and we're in business. It's really nice to go ice fishing when you can just do that and you got a hole. Ooh, all right. Also, the high today is gonna be like in the late 20s, 29 degrees or something like that. So we're not even gonna break freezing temperatures today. And right now it literally feels like it's single digits, which it probably is. All right, so I'm gonna be running with 2 rods today. On this rod, I have a little green power bait jig, which is my favorite ice fishing jig to use for trout. I even use them open water fishing and do pretty well. But I'm just gonna tip it with a little mealworm. Yep, this is a mealworm, not a wax worm. Whew, it's cold, boys. Let's just go ahead and tip it with that, a full one. We'll give him a big meal. And there we go. Simple as that. Another thing, it's super shallow in this marina. It's like 6-7 feet at the deepest. And let's see how deep it is right here. Oh, I'm working with like 3 feet of water. Like, that is nothing. But you can catch them in shallow water, so. Alright, so I'm gonna make some holes at the end of the dock here. I'm gonna fish everywhere, as much of this dock as I can. And wherever I catch a fish at first is where I'll kind of concentrate my focus. It's so easy. There you go. So I'm watching my rod down there. And I'm just gonna sit right here and jig with this one. And hopefully we get a fish shortly.
Eventually.
Alright, so I've been fishing this dock for like an hour on both sides, and I have not got a single bite. I've been watching the people on the other side, and I could be wrong, but I don't think they've caught anything either. I haven't seen them pull anything in. I could be wrong, but so far it just seems kind of dead out here. I'm gonna pack it in and head over to that dock. Hopefully there's some fish over there. Got some shark fruit snacks for breakfast today. My store ran out of the shark fruit snacks there for a while. All they had were dinosaurs, and I don't like the dinosaurs, but finally got some more sharks. Alright guys, so here's the deal. I'm heading out of here. I'm done ice fishing for today, and I'll tell you why. My patience for ice fishing is just not as good as it is for open water fishing. If I don't catch anything for 30 minutes to an hour, I'm done. But I'm not done fishing. I am going to catch some kind of a panfish today and cook it and eat it. I don't know where I'm gonna go yet, but I'm gonna try a couple spots. Hopefully we catch something. Because I want to do a little bluegill catch and cook or a white bass catch and cook. I think that'll be fun. So yeah, screw ice fishing. Let's go find somewhere else. All right, spot number 2. This little warm water discharge so it doesn't freeze. And already when I walked up, I spooked some kind of fish right there off the bank. So I think we're in business. All right, got my spinning rod, my little ultralight, with the same ice fishing jig I was using just a minute ago. Let's give it a try. Fish, fish. Yes, yes. Look at that. Look at that, folks. It is a, oh my gosh. Holy cow, it is not a bluegill. That is a green sunfish. a giant green sunfish, if I do say so myself. Holy cow. It has been a minute since I have caught a green sunfish in general, but one this big? Wow. Now do I keep this guy? We could get some pretty decent fillets off of him. You know what? I'm gonna let him go just because I have not caught that many green sunfish. And this is a big one, so might as well let him go so we can keep the population going. Nice. See you later. He's just chilling there. There he goes. Whew, heck yeah, we're on the board. That feels so good. You guys don't even know. And now, where you find one, you usually find a lot more. Alright guys, so I moved down the creek a ways. I wasn't really getting many bites at that last spot other than that one green sunfish. So I just gotta find them. Once I find them, I think they're all gonna be grouped up, and then we should start catching them, hopefully. I'm gonna tip this jig with a mealworm. Maybe it'll help them, because I got a couple bites right there. Oh my gosh, I got bit instantly. Instantly, oh my goodness. Right when I put the mealworm on, first cast, I get a bite. Oh my, is that a fox? No freaking way. You guys, there is a red fox. That is not a dog, that is not a cat. There is a fox on the other side of this pond. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna pull out my phone, take a picture so you guys know I'm not lying. He's right there, folks. Can you guys see him on the camera? Dude, what is he eating? He's like eating something. That is unreal. A fox in the middle of town. He's just looking right at me. He's looking right at me. Oh, he just ran away. He just ran away. Do I have a fish? I have a fish. I have a fish. What the heck? I casted it out and I let it just sit there for a minute. Bluegill. Bluegill. Heck yeah. That's dinner. That's dinner. Whew. Folks. So I was looking for that fox, and then I casted my curl tail with the mealworm out there, and I just let it sit on the bottom. And I was fiddling with my backpack and I wasn't paying attention, and this guy picked it up. So maybe they don't want it moving. Maybe they just want it sitting there. That is a plump bluegill. I cannot remember the last time I've had a bluegill. I don't know if I've ever cooked one up on my videos, but we're going to today. And by the way, I would probably never eat these fish if it was the summertime, because in the summer this water gets really hot, and I don't know, fish just aren't as good when the water's warm. Now that the water's cooled down a little bit, this probably is going to taste pretty good. Sweet. Go ahead and get another mealworm on here. It's a good thing I brought these. All right, let's try that again. All I did, I just threw it like right there, and I let it sit for like 30 seconds. Oh, there's another bite. Fish on. Fish on. Doing the same thing, just let it sit out there. Ooh, what do we got? Another bluegill, a lot smaller. I think a little bit too small to keep. I mean, you could definitely get some fillets off that, but, well, should I keep this guy? You know what? Yeah, he's big enough. He's big enough, can't be too picky. I mean, you need a lot of these fish to make a meal, and I think the limit's like 50 fish or something like that. So we are good. I mean, there are tens of thousands of bluegill in here, I know for a fact. I'm totally fine with just cooking bluegill today, but it'd be cool to get like a white bass or a crappie. If I could get a crappie, that would just be epic, but if all we can get is bluegill, that's fine. Alright, so I'm going to throw around this yellow rooster tail for a minute, see if I can get a crappie, because I know crappie are more willing to hit like moving stuff since they feed on minnows a lot. Or maybe I can get a bass, or even a white bass. I don't know, we'll see. We'll give it a few minutes, and if not, we'll just go back to the jig. There's a fish. There we go. Finally, on the spinner. What do we have here? Feels pretty decent. It does feel... What is that? What the heck is that? No way. No way. I thought it was a bass. Check that out. That is a fat bluegill. One of the biggest bluegill I've ever caught. Holy cow. He ate the spinner, man. Dude, like, that dude is as big as my hand. That is a freaking giant. Giant. And we're gonna keep him because, like I said, there are just tens of thousands of these guys out there. Dude, I thought I had a bass on for a second because he was just fighting. But there we go. When you can lip a bluegill like that, that's a toad. There we go. Fish on. Fish on. I actually switched back to the curl tail with a mealworm and just let it sit there out on the bottom. And we got him. Another bluegill. Yep, another bluegill. Another fatty giant. Dude, we're catching giants today. And that is number 4. I think 4 bluegill will fill us up just nicely. I'm still going to throw it out there, see what else I can catch. But as for keeping fish, I think we're all set. Yep, there we go. There we go. Ooh, this one feels a lot smaller. Yeah, look at that. Yeah, it's still a good fish, still a good gill, but it's one of the smaller ones out there, and he probably hit it the hardest. Here you go. You know, it really feels nice to kind of change it up. We fish for trout so much that, you know, you forget how fun just bluegill fishing can be, especially when you're catching just fat dinner plates. But yeah, just changing it up is a lot of fun. Something that oh, there's another bite. Yep. There we go, another one. I love it. I love it. Another bluegill. You can tell by the way they fight. Yeah, look at that. Oh my gosh. Dude. These are giant gills. Oh my gosh. Look at that. Oh my gosh. This might be the biggest one. Yep. This is the biggest one. This is bigger than that other one that I got on the spinner. Look at that. I don't know a ton about bluegill, but I can safely say that this is a freaking giant. Alright, see you later, buddy. Thanks for playing. Freaking stud. Alright guys, so it's time to cook our fish. I got all the bluegill filleted up right here. I actually gutted that smaller one because, I mean, I kind of butchered the other fillets, so I just gutted it. Go ahead and get our stove set up. By the way, I'm at this beautiful little spot by this pond under a tree because I'm trying to be sheltered by some of the snow because the snow has just not let up all day. It's kind of been a pain, but that's alright. It's not going to stop me from cooking some fresh bluegill. Pan going on. I got some peanut oil. But I got here some Louisiana seasoned crispy fish fry mix. Gonna pour some on our plate here. Gotta kind of do this fast because the snow is coming down and I'm kind of losing some light, but I really want to have some fish. I'm gonna crack an egg into our bag here. Mix that up. And we'll take our bluegill fillets. Look at that, the snow is falling into our oil. And it's starting to pop and bubble. If it could just stop snowing for like 5 minutes, that would be perfect. Take our fillets, set them in the fish fry. And last but not least, we have this guy. There we go. Now I'll get them all coated. I cannot remember the last time I had bluegill. It's been a minute. And the only other times I've had them, which was like once or twice, it was pretty good. All right, here we go. First fillet going in. Nice and hot. That's smelling good already. Look at that, that's the big fillet. That's that big one we got on the spinner. There we go. I'm gonna save that whole one for last, just because there's not enough room in the pan. Look at that, it's so cold. The steam that's coming off this is just absurd. Go ahead and give them a flip. Ooh, they're getting nice and crispy. Alright, they're definitely done, so we're gonna go ahead and take them off here. And then just for the heck of it, we're gonna throw this guy in. There we go. Alright guys, there we go. Fresh bluegill. I was actually thinking I wasn't gonna have enough either, but no, I got plenty of meat off of them. Alright, there we go. Smells amazing. And it's hot. So that's good. The breading's really good, the fish is good. It does have the slightest fish flavor. It's not too bad at all, but it does have a little bit of a fishy flavor. It is cooked perfectly, I will say that. This is the first meal I've had all day too. Alright, this guy's done. There we go. Let's try a piece with some skin. Alright, here's a bite with the skin. Now that's pretty fishy. Yeah, that skin has a real fishy flavor to it. This is way better. So yeah guys, first bluegill catch and cook in quite a while. I don't even think I have a bluegill catch and cook, but not bad. Success in my book. We didn't catch a ton of fish today, but we caught some nice bluegill. Can't complain about that. I don't know if it was the weather or what, but it has been snowing on and off. It's been snowing all day long without letting up. So if you've never eaten bluegill before, give it a try. Not a bad fish. Not as good as perch. I've eaten a lot of perch. I can 100% say with certainty it's not as good as perch. I think I'm gonna end it right here. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you want to see more like bluegill catch and cooks, or I don't know, crappie catch and cooks, something like that, I will try because it's kind of fun to switch it up. Give this video a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. I'll see you guys in the next one.